Good morning, guys. Ẹ ti ń gbórí wọlé. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàárọ̀. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Good morning. Ẹ jẹ́ mú fóònù tí màmá fi wo comment. Mi ò lè wo comment níbẹ̀. Good morning, guys. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Good morning to you. Nigeria, we hail thee. Hey, I no go talk too much, oh. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Good morning. Trying to access comment from another phone, so be patient with me. Ẹ káàárọ̀. I'm greeting you as you join me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning to you. So this is more like 2-in-1 show. I'm giving you updates on the development on the Awujale Stool. And also, we are going to talk about Abidemi Rufai. I don't know how many of you remember the guy. Abidemi Rufai that was sentenced to jail like 4 years ago, going to 5 years now. 4 years ago precisely. He was a special advisor to Ogun State governor when he was arrested for fraud here in America. Ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ̀yin tèmi. Ṣé àlàáfíà ni mo bá gbogbo yín? I hope you are all doing great. Sorry I couldn't come online yesterday. I've told you my yesterday was going to be very busy. So I welcome you guys. Ogo Jebu nìyẹn. Ogo, that is Ogo Jebu. They say it's a pride of Ijebu. Ẹ̀yin ará Ijebu. One ex-convict ní pride yín. They say na ex-convict be na pride. Abi no be ex-convict? Abi wetin dem dey call person wey dem sentence, dem found guilty and they sentence am to jail. And they don deport am go back to Nigeria. Ijebu, you're about to be king, one of the stool contender in KWAM1. He say na Ogo Jebu. Ogo Jebu means pride of Ijebu. Then say na ex-convicts, na him be the pride of Ijebu land. Ijebu people, ẹ̀wẹ̀ sọ ọmọ alárẹ̀. Ṣé kó dáadáa ní gbogbo ilé wa o? Mo kí dédé wọn o. Nigeria we hail thee. The country that welcome ex-convicts with drum and dancing. Welcome, welcome my people. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Please, as you join us, kindly help us to click the like on the video. Don't forget to click a like. I welcome every one of you. I welcome all our subscribers and the new subscribers. You are all welcome. All returning subscribers, you are the real MVP. I welcome you all. Thank you so much. All the active subscribers, you are the greatest. I appreciate every one of you. You are all welcome. Now, let us start. So, I want to give you updates on the Awujale Stool. Like you all know, Awujale, in case you don't know, Awujale is one of the paramount king in Yoruba land, precisely Ijebu. Ijebu Ode. They are the convener and organizer of Ojude Oba, a yearly program where you will see a lot of Yorubas in traditional wear. The date is not fixed precisely, but it comes after the Muslim celebration. The what's the name of that celebration where they buy ram? It's after that program. They do the Ojúde Ọba, the second day. They call it Ojúde Ọba. That is in the presence of the king, where a lot of beautiful things are showcased. Dressing, dancing, drumming, horse riding, name it. It's always a beautiful location. So the king has passed away, and they want to choose another king, and it has been controversial. If you watch my last video on it, though, so part of the video was in Yoruba, so apologies to that. So as it is, they have some contenders for the stool, and one of the contenders, controversial, I would say, one of the controversial contender is King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, KWAM1, popularly called KWAM1. He's been a controversial person and is also controversial concerning the kingship. So he sent in his letter showing his interest in the kingship last week, precisely December 3rd, and he was asked to prove that he's from one of the ruling houses. He said he was from Fidikpotemole, one of the ruling houses called Fidikpotemole. And later he said he was also from the Funshegbewa. Sorry, don't let me call it wrongly. Apologies to the Jebus here. Let me call it as I'm supposed to call it. Hold on for me, please. Funshegbewa house, ruling house. They have 4 ruling houses, and the one that is eligible, the house that is eligible for the kingship, is the Funshegbewa house. And he claimed to be from there. He sent in a letter. So when he sent in his letter, they said he needs more proof to show that he's from that ruling house. And one of the so many criteria were listed. Number 1, you have to prove that your father or mother is from there. I think precisely father self. Not only that, you have to prove your father's compound. Your father must have a compound, family compound in Ijebu-Ode. Not your own compound, your family compound. That is ancestral compound. And so many other things. If your popsy has passed on, you have to show where he was buried in Ijebu. So he was given a form to fill, as answering some questions to prove that he is from the Funshegbewa house. As at yesterday, a letter came out where it was said that as at yesterday, he has not been able to send in the reply to the letter they wrote to him. Not only that, and that's the letter I put on the screen. Let me quickly read it for you, in case it's too tiny for you to read. So the Jadiara Yora house, which is the house that installs the king. Okay, so they are in charge of installation of kings. So they wrote to him as at yesterday, 10th of December, and they said, from the Jadiara house, royal house, member Funshegbewa ruling house, Odedino compound, Igbo Buro, Ijebu-Ode. So they wrote and said, dear sir, Otumba Wasiu Ayinde Anifowose. The deadline for Otumba Wasiu Anifowose to submit his form expires today, which was that yesterday, within the next few hours. Members of Jadiara Royal House were prepared to receive him as directed by you. He has not shown up. They said as at yesterday, which was the deadline for him to show and prove that he was from that family, he has not been able to prove that he was from the family. So they said in this regard, the Jadiara Royal House formally requests confirmation of whether the form provided has been submitted. If so, we would appreciate a copy of the submission. In the days preceding our letter of 7 December 2025, the issue was a topic of public discussion. As we duly noted, it is therefore expedient to provide an update as we promised. The members of the Royal House Anticipate your response to this request. Sincerely yours. And it was signed by Prince Otumba Prince Akinola Odedino. And they copied the chairman Fushegbuwa ruling house and vice chairman Fushegbuwa ruling house. So when he showed his interest, they said he has to, because it has become a public discourse. Everything was now they started putting everything in the public. Along the line, as at yesterday, I heard that the letter that was signed by KWAM1, that was sent in by KWAM1, was signed by somebody that was not authorized. So it took another twist yesterday. The letter was signed by somebody that was not authorized in the royal house to sign. So as at yesterday, but I was very busy, they said they wanted to take everybody, that whoever signed the document for his approval, the person that collected the letter, the person that signed it, was not the head of the royal house who was supposed to sign the documents. So they asked everybody in the royal house who signed documents to confirm who signed it, because it was not the authorized person that signed it. Eventually, they were able to find out who signed the documents. And there is another update as of this morning. What is the update of this morning? I will read to you. So the update as of this morning, dated 11th of December, 2025. Before I read the letter, over the weekend, KWAM1 sang a song. He was saying, whether they like it or not, he's going to be the king. There is nowhere, there is nobody that will stop him. And we kuku no say Isabi sing and Isabi insult. When I saw the video, I say, is this the person that wants to be king? He don't abuse them. Anyway, that one will be my business. That one is for the Jebus. Whatever they like, let them accept. When I saw the video, I don't know if I can play the music because of copyright. I don't know. I don't think if I can play it on this program because of copyright. He brought the video out. He sang the song. And he said, nobody. Somebody said he has gotten assurance from presidency. Maybe yes, maybe no. But remember, the video that we listened to, that was put out by Bisoye, Balogun Eko. They call the bad guy Balogun Eko. Okay, people are playing it. Okay, that means because it's copyright lórí ẹ̀. Okay, I have it here. Ṣá ní sùúrù fún mi, ma play and sing. Tó bá pon lè play. Because YouTube no ni anyway, tó bá jẹ́ pé copyright wà, what YouTube will do is to cut off that place for me. So let's quickly listen to the song. Number. Okay, this is it. Epe. Bàbá yín ti dé. Bàbá yín ti, bàbá yín, Gègé. Bàbá yín ti dé. Ìjẹ̀bú fẹ́ gbàlejò. Bàbá wọn ti dé. Ṣé ń gbọ́ṣẹ́? Bàbá wọn ti dé. Anyway, let's stop it here so that when they want to cut my video, it won't be much. So that song say, your papa don't come. If na because of me, I dey cry, I dey jump up and down. He say I go shout tire. Say your papa don't come. They no born anybody well. Say na for kingship, royal family dem born am. So who be you to stop him from being a king? You know how to sing. That's why some of us like his song. The guy dey sing. The only thing be say very controversial character. I don't know whether I say make I score am 0. So if you become Awujale, the questions many people are asking is, if you become the Awujale, are you going to stop singing? Number 1. Controversial, your controversial ways. How do we manage it? So many things. Even to manage women self na wahala. To manage a home. As we dey talk, we don't know whether he gets wife or he no gets wife. So all of those ones they there. Then to now crown it, they say prove that you are from the royal house, not by speaking it. In the Balogun Eko's video that we listen to, that one talk say, in Papa, where they claim say is from Ijebu, he say the Papa kpai for Ekiti. Say na Ekiti them kpai them bury the man. Say he's not from the royal family. You remember that time he went to Abuja that he wanted to stop a plane? They said it was because of this. It was because of this kingship thing that he went to meet the presidency, so the presidency can put mouth. Say the president can't tell and say, this one go hard for him because Ijebu people no be people where you go play with. Say you no go feel put mouth for that one. So Balogun Eko tried to put him in his place. Say, look, you cannot be the king. Don't deceive yourself. Except Ijebu people, them mumu, now them go make you king. Now the Ijebu people now wrote a letter, prove that you are from Ijebu people. Now you can't sing this song for them. Say they no born them well. Now another news that I had this morning is that a popular governor in the West, I won't mention, another popular governor in the West is backing up a very young person too to be a governor. I mean to be a king. So, and that person resides and live in Lagos too. So they are just trying to make it. They are trying the Ijebu people. They want to try the Ijebu people the way they try Osun people. You know, they brought somebody from that was living in America. Nobody say if I they carry person on oracle, they choose anymore. It be like say the more your connection, the better for you. So for Wasiu to be singing, maybe there is a backing. Maybe there is somebody telling him, say, no matter what, you will be the king. So as of this morning, despite everything, the Ijebu royal house, the Jadiara, I hope I'm pronouncing it well. I hope I'm not calling the name badly. Jadiara house. They have written another letter publicly to address the situation. Remember I said the letter KWAM1 brought was accepted and signed by somebody that was not approved. Okay, somebody said this is what MC tried with Oshodi people. Now so Oshodi tell MC to prove his ancestral roots. Now so matter quiet. Jadiara or Jadiara. I don't want to call it with a Uyibo tongue. Jadiara. So I want to believe it's Jadiara. So they said this letter was accepted and signed by unauthorized person. So the update coming from there, as of today, as of this morning, let me put the letter there too, so you can get to read it by yourself too. So this is the recent letter from the ruling royal house. That's the recent letter. And I will read to you. Remember I said the letter that he gave in, that he sent in, was accepted and signed by unauthorized person. They said the only person that can sign the letter is the head of the royal house. So this is what they wrote to KWAM1 this morning, their response to him. Otumba, dated 11th, 2025, 11th of December, from the Funshegunwa ruling house, which is the house eligible for the kingship of Awujale. So they write and I read, Otumba Wasiu Ayinde Adewale Olasukanmi Ade Sanya, with his address. Dear Otumba, resubmission of completed Funshegunwa ruling house members, particulars, and linkage form. So apparently, we write to confirm the receipt of the above completed form dated 10th of December 2023. So that means he was able to send in his letter as at yesterday. So after he sent in his letter as at yesterday was when they wrote this letter back, their response to him. So, and signed by your good self. Curiously, the form was certified by a purported family unit head, one Omoba Adetayo Abayomi Oduneye Eruobodo, on 8th of December 2025, 2 days before your good self signed it. In other words, the form was pre-signed. I hope you guys are getting it. So the form was pre-signed. Okay, your husband is from Jadiara's family. The form was pre-signed before he went to submit it, before he himself submitted it. So probably the form went out from a different source, not from the right source. I hope you are getting it. The form got to KWAM1 from a wrong source, not from the right source. There are long-throat people in every community. Anyway, let's continue. So they said, please permit us to reply as follows. Number 1, the form was not signed by the authorized representative, which is the family head of your purported family unit head. Omoba Adetayo Abayomi Oduneye Eruobodo is not a registered member of the Jadiara Royal House and therefore has no local standing to sign any linkage form on behalf of the family. And number 3, our extensive investigation has not revealed any proof of your membership of the Royal House, or indeed that of Funshegunwa Royal House. Consequently, the completed lineage form is hereby declared null and void. Consequently, the completed lineage form is hereby declared null, void, and of no consequence. For the avoidance of doubt, your claim to the membership of Funshegunwa ruling house is rejected, and the completed form is of no consequence. Please accept our best wishes for your future endeavors. In other words, you have not proved that you are a member of Funshegunwa ruling house, nor Jadiara ruling house. That is the rightful owner of the throne. It's only Funshegunwa that can bring somebody and say this is our king. That is after the person has proved. And of course, they will know. Like one of the people from the another royal house spoke. The guy lives in somewhere in abroad. The guy said he has been in abroad for a while. But if he goes home today, there are about 10 people that should be able to recognize him as the son of the soil. That why is it that KWAM1 is just telling story he cannot really prove that he's from that family. Initially, he said he's from Fidipote. The video is out there in the public. He said he's from Fidipote Mole. How can you be claiming Funshebuwa again? Your mama is not, they said the mother is from Ekiti. So it is not as if the mother is from Fidipote Mole. Then the father is from Funshebuwa. You understand? And that was why Balogun Eko told that story of where his father was buried. That when the father and mother, they relocated to Ekiti at a point, it was there that the father died and the man was buried in Ekiti. So, Funshebuwa, people are saying they don't know KWAM1. Somebody should be able to recognize you as a member of the family. Number one. Number two, the form is submitted is allegedly a fraudulent form because they said the form was not approved and signed by the rightful person that is supposed to sign the form. So it was signed by Otumba Lateef Owoyemi, the chairman, Pastor Prince Bola Salami, General Secretary, Otumba Adedokun Ajidagba, Deputy Chairman, Chief Professor Fasi A.O. Yusuf, Vice Chairman, Otumba Akinola Odedino, Head of Jadiara Royal House, and Alhaji Adebisi Quadri, co-head Jadiara Royal House. So as far as Olukemi, then he should prove it. They say he cannot prove it. There is no proof. So as far as his contest is concerned, they say it is null and void. That is what they say. I don't know if anything is going to change. You know, as things they be for that country, a kingship is now becoming who you know. My mother is Otumba Princess Odedino. Ah, okay. So he said Fidipote was a son of Funshebuwa. He doesn't talk. So that is that by that one. They said they don't know KWAM1. They don't know him for Fidipote, for Funshebuwa ruling house. Maybe he should wait for the turn of Fidipote Mole. Maybe that is his next option. He will wait for that one as it is. But we don't know what can happen. Nigeria is full of surprises. And one of the surprises is the next story. This next story is still involving KWAM1. How does it involve KWAM1? Abidemi Rufai is an Ogun State indigene who was arrested in America a few years ago on fraud cases, COVID scam. I want to read out the story so I won't mix out anything. Hold on for me, please. Now my hide they play something on me. So Abidemi Rufai was arrested I'm coming. Abidemi was arrested for cyber fraud, stolen identity, 20,000 stolen identity. According to the reports on America's website, that's where I want to read it from. I don't want to read it from Nigeria's website. So, according to the story, Abidemi, 45-year-old resident of Lekki, Nigeria, was sentenced today in U.S. District Court in Tacoma to 5 years in prison for wire fraud and aggravated identity theft for his attempt to steal nearly $2.4 million from the United States government, including approximately $500,000 in pandemic-related unemployment benefits, announced U.S. Attorney Nick Brown. At the time of his arrest, Abidemi Rufai was the special assistant to the governor of Nigeria, Ogun State, and he admitted to long history of using stolen identity to defraud U.S. disaster programs, including aid for Hurricane Harvey and Irma, and 5 fraudulent U.S. tax returns. At the sentencing hearing, U.S. District Judge Benjamin said the motivation was greed, unrestrained greed, and a callousness towards those who have suffered. Mr. Rufai was relentless in his scheme to use the stolen identity of Americans for fraud. He orchestrated mystery shopper scams, business email, compromise attempts, and filed fake tax returns to financially harm individuals and businesses. But when disaster struck, Mr. Rufai, whether it was hurricane, disaster relief, small business loan, or COVID unemployment benefits, he stole aid that should have gone to disaster victims. So that explains everything. According to records filed in the case since 2017, Rufai stole the personal identity information of more than 2,000 Americans to submit more than $2 million in claims for federal-funded disaster. The various agencies involved paid out more than $600,000. The largest amount of fraud was committed against the Washington State Employment Security Department, which paid out $350,000 in fraudulent pandemic unemployment claims to accounts controlled by Abidemi Rufai. Rufai also submitted fraudulent pandemic unemployment claims in at least 17 other states, like the last fraud person that we spoke about. It was going from one state to the other to commit his crime. The same thing with Abidemi. So at the end of the day, let me just try and short it here. They went forward. They said Rufai's effort to exploit disaster in the United States did not start with COVID-19. In September and October, he submitted 49 disaster relief claims connected to Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma. He filed $24,000 in false claims and was paid on 13 claims, totaling $6,500. So at the end of the day, so many of his crimes are here. Rufai used stolen personal identity information of thousands of Americans to defraud more than $600,000 in government benefits. At the end of the day, Rufai was convicted of this crime and he was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. He was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment, and when he was sentenced, he has completed his term. Taniye, Mori Ayo 77, she won't threaten and win yoni. Who is that? Oh, if you are your silly. Only right láti sọ pé he will be now. She be ẹni tó like him, that's the person he likes. Anyway, let's go forward. So Rufai was sentenced, Abidemi Rufai was sentenced to 7-year imprisonment. 5 years. And he has completed his term. Okay? The case started in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, or 2020. But he has completed his term and is back home to Nigeria. He has been deported back to Nigeria. And he got a very, very welcome. He's not threatening anyone. Motiri, don't mind them. So, as it is, Rufai is back to Nigeria. And he got a very beautiful welcome from no other, from King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal. Me mind the concord to be kuro later. But let's listen to the song they sang for Abidemi and how Abidemi was spraying KWAM1. I don't know whether from the proceeds of the scam. Of course, they have a way of keeping some of this money, their loot, somewhere that the government may not be able to reach. So he's back. It was released in November, and I think this is his first is only supporting K1. Ìyẹn náà dà, ọmọ olè support K1. K1 náà dẹ̀ welcome ẹ̀ bá welcome ẹ̀ dáadáa. Iṣẹ́ rí Nàìjíríà ò lè dà. Kì í ṣe pé when somebody like us, we say that country, we don't know where it's going. Me, ẹ máa sọ pé this woman is behaving like a bednug. She's behaving like a basket. Báwo ni ìlú ṣe fẹ́ dá? He's only supporting K1 pẹ̀lú owó tó jí. Mo ń bọ̀, I'm coming o. Mo máa analyze area yìí dáadáa. When I tell you, say most of the people wey dey spray K1, dem be scammer. Mo tuntun sọ, ara ẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí. Kì í ṣe pé how that country want to be good, I never see am. Stop cursing Nigeria. Èmi kọ́ ni mo curse Nigeria. I'm just telling you what I can see. If you are not seeing it, how can somebody who scammed government, tomorrow this guy will be your governor? If he now becomes your governor, tomorrow, they will say he looted public fund. Anyway, you are still the people that will dance for him and cry and clap for him. That will still be people and say, is it the only one? Is it the only one? Thomas sọ fún pé ìlú yẹn is that country is kí ni wọ́n máa ń pè headquarter of crime. Yes, especially fraud. Is the headquarter of fraud. Yaya Bello is still walking around freely. Ayọ̀ Fáyọ̀ṣe, gbogbo àwọn governors tó ń indict, ipe wọ́n jí owó, they are walking around freely. You are now saying that Nigeria will be good. About Dani, do you know how many of his victims, his customers in KWAM1 that has gone to jail countless times? Ma dárúkọ wọn tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí n dárúkọ wọn. Mi kò fẹ́ wàhálà ni. Ma dá orúkọ wọn fún yín dáadáa. Ma dárúkọ wọn fún yín. If Abidemi committed this crime in Nigeria, Abidemi will be walking around freely. Yes, I'm a second-class citizen. Yes. I'm a second-class citizen. I agree. But I'm a citizen. Thank you. Ẹ̀yin ò lè kí n ṣòro mọ̀ now. Ara yín nìyẹn Lanre. Ara yín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń jalè nìyẹn. Ẹ ń ṣòro mọ̀. That's why you can say what you are saying. Olè ni majority yín. Olè lẹ fi ń ṣayé. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mú yín dáadáa. America will continue to arrest every one of you. All you fraudulent people, may they continue to catch you. Ẹ máa ṣorí burúkú yín yẹn, continue that your burúkú in Nigeria. And you are still the same person that will say that country is not working. You are still the same person that will say that country is not working. Tell me how a country will work that way. Yes, I'm a second-class citizen in a country where if you steal, they catch you, you are going to jail. Nobody will pamper you. Nobody will treat you with a kid's glove. $20,000 lásán ó máa lọ sẹ́wọ̀n. $10,000, $6,000, people go to jail for it. Àmọ́ yín náà ẹ pọ̀. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa lọ, that you are the people that go to party and spend carelessly. Nobody will work hard for their money and spend anyhow. Yes, they are here in America with us, Idris. They are so much here. Ara wọn ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Tell my dad you are a second-class citizen and so F what? Yes, I am. Proudly, yes. I am. And that is why that country, how it's going to work, mi ò tí rí. Mo ń bá yín sọ mo ní ìlú yẹn ò lè ṣiṣẹ́, kì í ṣe pé. Ẹ̀yin olè, àwọn armed robber, very fraudulent set of people. Àwọn olórí burúkú alápá má ṣiṣẹ́. Alápá má ṣiṣẹ́, spoiling the name of other hardworking and Nigerians with good integrity. Spoiling the names of Nigerians. Other Nigerians that are working legitimately. Orí ẹ burú, àwọn olè. I'm very sure you are one of them. Very sure. Emma wo, Bidemi just came back. Bidemi Rufai. After spending, Shebi, and you people that welcome Ibori, Tale welcome. Tale welcome. Most of the people ruling you, they are people of questionable character. Questionable character. You want a country to work with questionable characters ruling you? You want country to work with a people that they will see somebody that does fraud and they will say, let him go. You want a country to work. Trump will pay you. People of particular concern, country of particular concern. Exactly that is what we are. Because some things that you applaud, some things that you applaud and you clap for, amazes me. And one lapa ma ṣiṣẹ́, you will see them go to parties throwing bundle. When tó ń ṣe jùlẹ̀ lẹ́wọ̀n, ṣé kò yẹ kó sọ́bà? Look at him. My non-Yoruba speakers, let me tell you the song he's singing for the guy. He said the guy is the pride of Ijebu people. He's singing somebody that was convicted of crime, serious crime, stolen the identity of over 20,000 people. He stole government's money, living big. A singer is singing him and saying, you are our pride. If Oyibo now say, if they now give us name, all of you will be crying. When Trump call you the name that you belong to, that you deserve, you will now be vexing for Trump. It's only that kind of country that somebody will steal money, a thief will return, and they will give him rousing welcome. They will dance for him, drum for him, and say, welcome. You have done good. You have done us proud. Naija, if there is one thing I will not stop saying, I am glad I left that country with my load. I am glad that when the opportunity came to leave that country with my load, I don't think, even though I think twice small, but I'm very glad I went all the way for it. People of particular concern, country of particular concern, it's only a country that they call SHITHOLE. Now that country fit behave this way. Please tell me the happiness, the pride, the joy in somebody that is fraudulent. Naija. You are still telling me he never finished. These are the younger ones. This guy is in his 40s. These are still the younger ones that will take over. And this guy tomorrow will become a governor. And you want to say that guy, if he now steal money, public fund meant for the public, no wonder. Go and look at Ogun State. It's one of the underdeveloped states in the West. Is one of the underdeveloped in the West. Bad roads. So many things not working in that Ogun State. He said, "Do know why Ijebu Ode?" It's one of the things I was asking these Ijebu people talking to me on this Awujale thing. I said, that's your road where they no repair. She na still they take do Ojudi Oba. You won't stand on the neck of your governor. You will be showing Ojudi Oba with a red sand. Ojude Gbamiti. When I saw this video this morning, Oju Gbamiti, I feel so ashamed that somebody will sing, somebody that was just newly released, even though in the days past, when there was no internet, most of these fraudulent people, we don't get to know them. All of them, they spent jail here before running back to Nigeria, deporting them back. Is it Adebende? Is it Bodedi Way? Is it Awon Saubana and all the rest? That is why many of them cannot come back into America. That is why many of them, all of them that is thanked for in the past, they cannot come back to abroad. He is calling somebody that stole. Idunu wa ni Ijebu Ode. Idunu yin ni Ijebu Ode. fún ẹni tó jalè. And we want that country to be good. That is how to welcome somebody. Ẹni tó yẹ kó dé Nigeria kan tún jù sẹ́wọ̀n. Kai. And if it is, do you know what happened? Do you know these people? Ìlú yìí ò lè dá kí ṣe pé. Do you know something? When people travel and they deport you, probably because your passport is not genuine or something, do you know that immigration puts those people, when they deport them back to Nigeria, they hand those people back to immigration in Nigeria. Immigration will now do their papers, send them to jail again, except the ones that can bail themselves out. How do I know? When I had problem with my visa, I've told you this story before. They gave me multiple visa, Turkish multiple visa, 5 years. But they just wrote 5 years. They didn't put multiple. I traveled with it the first time, second time, the third time. I was stopped at the immigration in Turkey. And they said my passport, my visa has error. And I said, this is not the first time I came in with it. I didn't know much about traveling then, that I could go to our embassy and all. Okay, they didn't even allow me to enter, They didn't allow me to enter. They now put me among the people they would deport back. When we got to Nigeria, I've told you the story. When we got to Nigeria, they handed us over to immigration officers. The immigration officers asked us to sit down for a very long time. That was after we have been locked up in Turkey. We got to immigration, and the immigration officers collected our documents. What saved me was that the man who collected my passport saw that I've been traveling for so long, and I've never done any fraudulent visa in my life. I go through process, normal process. The one that denied me didn't stop me from getting other visas. So the man said, madam, you are a frequent traveler. What happened? And this is multiple visa. And I explained to him that they said the multiple visa, they didn't write multiple. They only wrote 5 years. The man said, is that the only reason? I said, yes. This is wrong. So it was later that man that was telling me. I said, other people that they deported in court, he said they were sent to jail. They will go to court. I said, go to court. Just for that, he said, yes, so they usually take them to court. The ones that can bail themselves out, they will let them go. The ones that cannot bail themselves, they will take them to court. I said, wow. I said, so, he said my own case is different. Because I wanted to ask, that would have applied to me. He said, no, that my own case is different. The error was from the embassy. So all I need to go is to go back to the embassy, which was what I did. And by the third day, I was back to Turkey. Though my ticket money was wasted, I had to buy another ticket. After I went to the embassy, they corrected it, and I came back. Because Turkey to nowhere, that country no be better country. If not better country, they know the error is from there, it's original visa. All they need to do is to correct it at the airport there. But they sent me back. And somebody that was accused, convicted, not even accused alone, no, arrested, investigated, convicted of fraud. Of fraud. Came back to Nigeria, and somebody is calling him our pride. Somebody is calling him their pride, not our own pride. Is calling him their pride. Yeah, to go see. Let me interpret that song again. He said, among all children to be proud of, Rufai, you stand out. Among all the children to be proud of, Rufai, you stand out. Shengbo, Abi, you know here. Where is that guy that is saying there is no big deal? I hope you are still here. Ẹ̀yin family olè. Ẹ̀yin family alápá máa ṣiṣẹ́ adójútì ni. Ẹ̀yin olóríburúkú.com. Can you hear? He said you are our pride. Among all children, you stand out. Among all children to be proud of, you stand out. Wonderful. We are boasting of you, Rufai. That's what he's singing, for my non-Yoruba speakers, making us know the kind of country where we get. So that other people, other country can understand that some of us do not stand with this rubbish. And we are expecting the incoming generation not to do worst. Is whatever they will leave for them, is that standard they will start working and living with. A country that praises scammers. A country that sings praises of scammers. A country that calls scammers their pride. John Tori Olong, Wasiu should have just said, Ijebu, Ara Ijebu, you are supposed to disown this guy, KWAM1, and tell him he's singing for himself. Abidemi Rufai can be a pride to him and his children. Maybe that is what KWAM1 too is doing. For him to say, this guy is a pride to them. It means KWAM1 self, his hand is not clean. That is what it means. It's too clear. It means say in whole hand self, he no clean. For him to find Rufai as a pride, that among all children, to be proud of, Rufai is the best for scamming American country, defrauding them, stolen the identity of 20,000 people. He came back and they said he's a pride. That is the country that we have found ourselves. And some people, they tell me, say that country go dey okay. Please tell me how you want to make it be okay. Mi ò gbọ́rú eléyìí rí. At least in those olden days, when we don't know wetin dey happen, they will come as rich person. We just see them. We don't know where they make money from. But now we know better. I don't they always talk and say people where they spray this guy, they are not clean people. Nobody will work for it. How many times you don't see Dangote go spray and money? How many times you don't see $10 go spray and money? $10 do wedding for him pikin. We see as they take do the wedding. How many times you don't see them? Ẹ jẹ́ a máa gbọ́ lọ. Make we stop and hear. This is very repulsive. This is very, very repulsive. Masheo. Please tell me how one will be proud of this kind of country. Please tell me. Tell me how you want to say, I am proud of my country. Please just tell me. Is this what you want God to be blessing the country with? You will say, God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria with fraudulent people being praised. This guy tomorrow will find himself as a governor. I will not be surprised tomorrow he becomes a senator. Kai. Mo den gbọ́ orin yìí this morning, I was like, no. It was not as if this guy was just accused, though. He was accused. I read the charge sheet for you. He was accused. He was convicted. He well investigated. It is not as if they will say, now winch hunting. Now people will no like am. Because if this were to happen in Nigeria, like the case of Harrison that is going on now, I will not be surprised if Harrison is let off the hook and Delta State government will come and say there is no problem. Because why? Harrison's case is more than Harrison. There are other people involved that they will not want the shit to be exposed. And some people will say, this is our country. No. Me, I don't go they talk and they say, the second citizen, you can call me second class citizen. I don't know. I don't care. The second citizen where I carry food for hand, it means more to me than that my green pali. Because that green pali take my eye, see shege. Waiting my eyes see for that green pali is because of this kind of people. It's because of this kind of people. You will get to the stage, you will get to the immigration. Once they see that pali, instantly they become interested in you. They will look at you head to toe. Especially during that time where they sell markets. Question upon question. They will look at you. Other people will be going. Other people will be going. While you are still standing, 10 people don't come out for another line. And they will ask you to stand by the side because of that pali. Because some people don't mess up that country. The name of that country. What should be a dignity and pride? Dapo Abiodun is an ex-convict. Idris mi ò mọ̀. Idris, stop. Mi ò like bó ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀. Stop it. Tó bá fẹ́ fún mi ní information fún mi, nǹkan tí mi ò bá mọ̀ mi ò mọ̀ nìyẹn. What do you mean I'm doing àbòsí o? Don't you know Abiodun is ex-convict? Ṣé mo mọ̀ Abiodun rí? Abiodun rí ni. I don't know him. I've never vetted him. Stop it. Mi like bó ṣe máa ń comment ńgbà mi. A question, a country that has thrown dignity, value, morals into the mud. Now, with this one now, young people already are even doing it. After all, then they catch 21-year-old. Then they catch 20-year-old. Accurate, ori wọn ma lo buru. Majority of them, they never get anything. Then they call person where they don't get citizenship, second class. At least I will carry that pali anytime that I want to travel without visa. And I've never been, in fact, the speed at which they answer me at the immigration is enough for me to be proud of that pali. Because once I get to the immigration, and that's what you should have told me. Auntie Aduni, don't you know that Abiodun is also an ex-convict? Man sọ pé mo ń ṣàbòsí, mi ò ṣàbòsí náà. Ó mọ̀ pé mi ò ní ṣàbòsí. Mi ní ṣàbò nǹkan tí mi ìbá mọ̀ mi ò mọ̀. Mi ò vet nǹkan tí bá vet ni mo vet, nǹkan tí bá rí ni mo rí. Mi gan èèyàn somebody will see it, you will forget that you've seen it before. Abi, you think it's easy to do all this live streaming thing and video? Look, remember I'm doing live streaming. I am not doing recorded. Recorded will be accurate. Recorded will be accurate when I'm doing recording, because I'll be reading. As I'm reading, I'm recording. As I'm reading, I'm recording. But this one na live stream. Naija. It is now becoming. Yesterday, somebody was asking me, where are you from? It was not easy for me to say I'm from Nigeria. Why? Because we are talking of issue of fraud as at that time. So it wasn't easy for me to say I'm from Nigeria. No, Rosa, please. No, don't insult him. He has explained to me. He's one of us here. Please. Don't worry. We have sorted it out. We have sorted it out. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have sorted it out. He has explained that it doesn't mean abosi in that form. Don't mind them. They call people who don't escape, call us second-class citizens. They wait there for Nigeria. As then they, if any issue of Olokpa, they answer them. They are in their country, Olokpa no go answer them if they get trouble. We will be second class citizens here. They treat us the way they treat their citizens. Alokpo ni majority and one Naija. Now fraud matter pursue by Jamia Abila from America. Let's look at Dapo case. Emi Omo. Now the one where I know Dapo Abiodun case in America. I dey come. Hey. I'm trying to check it too. Credit card fraud. Wow. Even as a mugshot on the internet. Wait, let me go and read his crime. Under the case involving Dapo Abiodun in the United States refers primarily to two distinct but related matters: his own past arrest in the 1980 for fraud-related offenses and the more recent federal conviction. In 1986, Dapo Abiodun was arrested in Miami-Dade County, Florida, under the pseudonym. The charges included credit card fraud, petty theft, check forgery, resisting an officer with violence and injuring a police officer. Abiodun was jailed and assigned a jail number 8600B9436. While he has admitted to the arrest through his lawyers, he maintained he was never convicted and the matters ended at the investigation stage. In 2015, he successfully applied for reduction, sealing of his criminal records in Miami-Dade, Florida. So that was his own case. Hey, Oletike. Hey. So then how do we expect that country to be okay? Look at the class of people ruling us. Look at the kind of people ruling us in that country. Almost all of them get case. Now for Nigeria, we they take them to be somebody. For here, they get case. Now real Kazongo. He was expelled from school. Oh my God. Okay, that guy that was abusing me earlier, that called me a second-class citizen, please, with the mindset of this kind of people, how will Nigeria be okay? Where we say now people with fraudulent character, they in place of power. I'm just asking you. Anyway, may I come to Wakago? I want to see if I can do one more show before I go to work. If not, we go see tomorrow. Yes, it was his ex-personal assistant. He was his person. He's one of his workers now. He was under Rufai. Under Kini. Remember, he was arrested at because of a party that they had, that they were throwing money. It was from there. There is nobody that will work for his money and be throwing money or spraying money the way they spray money. Lie. Tori, anytime I see people in front of choir, all these praise singers, especially KWAM1, I just they look all the people where they spray money, including their wives and girlfriend. Trust me, none of them get clean hands, including the women. None of them get clean hands. If you want to spray money, you can't spray money one and spray. You remember this guy? Kinon Porukwe. Bolaji Basia. Bondulo wo mi. Lodo Bolaji Basia. Bondulo wo mi. Where's the Bondu today? If na his work, give him that money. Which work he they do? Which business he they do that time? All of them, including their wives. Idris, that's what I said. We will not be surprised if tomorrow they become governor. No, it is not only money laundry. Olufumilayo, majority wọn wá jalè nbí ni o. Tọ́n bá ti ṣẹ̀wọ̀n tọ́n wá padà sílé. But meanwhile, wọ́n ti ti àwọn kan sílé. Remember the story of Oluwaseun, the story of that Mr. Luke that we treated last week. They say Mr. Luke, after he don't collect the money, where they collect, he go transfer them to Asia and Africa. And some of the money, they might not be able to trace what they use it for. That is why Rufai can come happily. Because I'm very sure he has bought some properties in the names of people that they can't trace and collect. That's why he's so happy and they are welcoming him as a superhero. Somebody that was convicted of fraud, being welcomed as an hero. Shame, big shame on us as a people. Big shame on us as a people, and bigger shame on KWAM1 marketing this kind of guy to Nigerian youth and calling him a pride. Wasiu, you should cover your face in shame. Always controversial. Always controversial. You are calling somebody convicted of crime. Not as if they suspected him, convicted after investigation of stealing 20,000 people's identity to defraud American governments. The same way they are defrauding Nigerian governments. The money meant for the masses. They will use it and nobody will question them. Nobody dare question them. So please tell me how that country wants to be okay. I'm just asking. If KWAM1 can sing for this kind of person and call him a pride of who? He can as well make him an ambassador of Nigeria in fraud. KWAM1, you can declare Abidemi as ambassador of fraud in Nigeria. After all, an ambassador is somebody that is representing. He has represented you people well. He has represented Nigerians very well. That is why you can say he's a pride. That is why you can say he's a pride of Ijebu. Thank God you didn't say he's a pride of Nigeria. He's a pride of Ijebu. Ijebu, wọ́n ní pride yín rè. Ẹ káàbọ̀ o. Ẹ kú àmójúbà. Ṣé dáadáa ná bálé? You can as well make him a pride. Ambassador of Ijebu people. You have said it. You said among all children to stand up for. You said he stands out. Abidemi stands out. Abidemi Rufai stands out. He stands out for being a criminal. KWAM1, Abidemi stands out. What legacy are you people leaving for the younger ones? And you say that country is going to be better tomorrow. And you that you are supposed to be like a role model. You want to be Awujale tomorrow. You are saying a criminal stands out, is a pride among all the children of Ijebu. Ijebu people. Àwọn elare, wọ́n ní criminal ni model yín, òun ni role model yín. KWAM1 ní criminal, ó dóhun ló gbayì jù nínú gbogbo yín. Ẹjọ́ kí ni ìtumọ̀? Mo ń bèrè ni o. If KWAM1 can say criminal, a convicted criminal is representing you, there is a pride for you. Now question I dey ask. Ire o, ẹ kú oríire. Ambassador olè, ambassador gbéwiri, ambassador scammer. Naija o, Naija. Naija o, Naija. Tomorrow Abidemi will be a governor. Tomorrow Abidemi will be a governor. He will be a senator. Tomorrow he will even be a president. Now well done. And that country will be okay. Me and no go talk. Ire o. See you guys soon.